Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Oakland Raiders. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Hey, Jets, 53!
57, come on. So we got man.
Hey, ball 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
Two-time All-Pro center Jason Kelce is one of the most athletic centers in the league. In fact, he went to the University of Cincinnati as a walk-on linebacker before converting to the offensive line. Can pull, trap, get out in front of runners in any situation, and one of the more intelligent centers in the league as well, handling all of their line calls.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, Brady being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Rivers completes it to Miller. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a 1st down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Rivers to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the Oakland touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Trying to go back to Watkins, but it's going to be 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Brady.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brady flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corey Littleton. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack on 1st down, Brady, you know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Brady. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lance Kendricks. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Raiders, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay. This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call,
be the final season in which we say we've got football from Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Oakland. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. This is Gordon on the dump off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 44 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun on third down, Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody could hear my smile on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to fell incomplete.
Here's Hill on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Double time, double time. 4 down. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
70, Indy.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A first throw for the backup, Rosen. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. He was looking there for T.J. Jones, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Again, it's Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. He is going to find Hill here. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And the aggressive play call simply. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Brady sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it
and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. They'll have a first down past the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready, 18 Gators. Hey, tight end right. One tight end. 4 down.
Timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns. And that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Off play action, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Brady now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Oakland, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a